There are hundreds of orphans in Missouri and over 10,000 orphans in the United States. This is the story of the Cheuvront family. Jeremy and LaShondra Cheuvront adopted 4 children from the state foster care system. They opened their home to 4 siblings rather than have the children split up. Why did you decide to adopt?
Well, for me, I was adopted. I was a hard-to-place child, and I always grew up with the strong desire to adopt and have my own kids were out there, that I just wanted to do as my parents did and adopt and be able to give someone a life that maybe wasn't going to be presented to them.
And I've always wanted to adopt. I never really wanted to have biological children. So growing up, I always thought being adopted was kind of cool. I was never adopted, but I always wanted to adopt.
How did the process go for you?
Jeremy's always been waiting for me to be ready to have kids. So in December of 2008, God kind of placed it on my heart that we were ready. So I said, okay, let's start the process. All of 2009, we took classes. We were finished in November of 2009, and then we had to wait for them to license us. And then in February of 2010, they called us and said, we have 4 kids. Would you like them? And Jeremy said yes. Then he said, well, wait, I have to ask my wife. So then he asked me, and we decided, yeah, we'd take them. So sight unseen, we took 4 kids in. They then licensed us when we said that we would take the kids. So we got licensed after they had kids for us. We got called on a Monday, and they gave them to us on a Thursday.
Did God teach you anything during the process?
Oh my goodness, He's taught me so much. During the process of adopting, I had to learn that it's God's will. I've never wanted to have biological children. I've always wanted to adopt. Jeremy and I, we actually don't know if we can have biological children or not. So when I decided in 2008 that I was ready to have kids, I was ready to have kids. But it took till February of 2010 before we actually got our kids.
Once we got the kids, just God kind of taught me that the little sins I was sweeping under the rug, I had to address and confess and deal with, so that I could be the father I knew I needed to be, but more than that, be the man that God had in store for me.
Were there any exciting moments or hard moments along the way?
First thing came to mind is just seeing them get out of the van that they showed up in with all their stuff. I mean, they were 7, 8, 11, and 12 when they showed up, and these were our kids. And we really didn't have any knowledge other than their names, and even one of the names they told us wrong. We had to correct that. We thought we were getting someone else. But the hard stuff was just knowing our kids were out there and having to go through paperwork and classes and things.
Some of the other good moments were when our kids told us they loved us for the first time.
Watching them transition from calling us Chevy and Cherry to be accepting us and calling us Mom and Dad and saying I love you was one of my kids, and Angie just said it for the first time to me just 2 or 3 days ago.
Why should other people consider adopting?
In Missouri, there's a few hundred kids ready for adoption right now. Nationwide, there's about 10,000 kids in the foster system that are ready for adoption right now, and that doesn't even include people that have a heart to adopt internationally. To me, it just breaks my heart when there's people in foster homes, group homes, or in orphanages that need to be loved and shown Christ's love, and I don't know if they are, and so I know that they can be if they're brought into my home and loved and become my children.
How can the church support adoption?
The way the church has supported us is by being there. Our kids just have flourished with all of the love and attention that they've received from all of the people of the church. It's been really helpful, and it means more than probably we could put into words.
As a body, just to be willing to ask questions, and also as a people, having the people that have adopted have walked through that, be willing to speak up and talk to other people that may never have considered it as an option, but really see that it is a viable option for a way to grow your family, a way to show Christ to other people and to the world.